Welcome to Fouts Boxing Theory. In this video, we're going to be going over the findings of our film study on Patreon. We've watched Ryan beat up a few guys from this guy Brolio. We're going to start with all the way to Romero Duno on Patreon. And then we watched Devin Haney beat Jorge Linares. And we're going to kind of go over some of the most important sequences from these film studies that we went over on Patreon. If you guys want the full film study, check it out on Patreon, Fouts Boxing, patreon.com, yada, yada, yada. But we're going to kind of go over some of the ideas and stuff and kind of recap and have like a little bit of a film study and talk, again, the most insignificant sequences. Okay? So, first off, Ryan Garcia kind of has already fought a guy who's going to sit kind of on the right side of the line. Okay, he's not really on the front foot or the back foot per se. He's more on the right side of the line, like Devin Haney, lead hand control. Okay, and this is really important because Ryan kind of sucked at fighting him. You know, the guy, Ryan Garcia couldn't cut the ring off super well. He would follow him around in spots, and this kind of bodes well for Devin Haney's style. Now, the good thing about Ryan Garcia, the very, very good thing is when he does finally catch up to you, he is throwing heaters, okay? And it's really important because he can sometimes protect some of his positions as well. Now, he's not always doing the best or the most efficient thing, but he often finds himself in position to land a hard shot really early on, but also overextend. Okay, now we see him overextending with this stepping jab kind of thing here. This is going to be one of those things that's going to be very interesting because Ryan Garcia does get better at this, but there are times where he's going to chase you around poorly, attack you in a position where he probably shouldn't, and kind of expose himself. Okay, so we're going to kind of talk about that, but we got a lot of clips to go through today. Okay, so again, more clips. Lead hand control. He's trying to get on the line, trying to fight a very similar style. Okay, but it is keeping him at bay. It is very effective against him. Most importantly, it stops him from having as much offense on the line as he might need to win a fight against Devin Haney. Okay, and that idea is very, very, very important. Now, this is at the end of the round with Brolio here. Okay, he's gonna get under the jab, try to body up with him. Ryan Garcia kind of allows them to clinch a little bit. And this is an interesting thing because when they're at parity, this is one of the first times that they kind of get to this position. He makes a little space, throws a punch here. Braulio smacks him here, and he says, "Oh, okay." Boom, throws his own shot, breaks it, and catches him with the left hook on the inside. This is one of those places that Ryan Garcia is just extremely dangerous. And he went from having a very, very, very lackluster round one against this guy to dropping him and hurting him and you know putting some real stuff together, and showing how dangerous he is. And this idea is really, really, really important because Ryan Garcia, very similar to um, Regis Prograis, very dangerous till the end of the fight. The only difference is that Ryan Garcia is arguably going to be as big or bigger than Haney. Now, another very, very important thing, this stance here, as Brolio is kind of bladed, right? He's controlling the line with the left hand. He's got the left shoulder pointed, right, directly at the line for the most part. His feet are kind of in a line going forward and backward. There's not really a lot of space in between them for lateral movement. He can kind of go forward and back. Things like this tend to be very effective against people who can only move their head in that way, in that forward and back direction. Because if it's not a jab, say he catches this, he thinks it's a jab, but it's an opening up of a hook. It's a very, very powerful move to get caught in a position like this on the chin. Now, Ryan Garcia throws it. He does not defend this position very well, and his defense in this position, again, very, very, very poor. But this part's really, really important, okay? Boom, boom. He catches him on the inside again with another left hook while he's being kind of clinched. And this is going to be really important because Devin Haney has a habit. We're going to see it in the Linares fight when we watch the film. Um, he has a habit of tiring and looking for space. Okay, and we're going to talk about how he does that. Jab to the body. Ryan Garcia catches him with the right hand over the top. Devin Haney loves to control space with that lead left shoulder and then drop down to the body. Ryan Garcia countering that shot right here. Now, the right hand coming, Ryan Garcia kind of pulling off the line. Here comes the three. Boom, and Ryan Garcia catching him with the counter here. Devin Haney uses a lot of momentum to be as fast as he is, and it's important that you do that. But there are a lot of fundamentals of striking that he doesn't have, where he doesn't have the ability to chain punches together, or remove the momentum from some of his punches. And he can be fast, he can be sharp, but a lot of times Devin Haney does not have his hands up, and he's going to be very, very easy to walk into counters just like this if Devin Haney decides that he has to be the one to go first. And there's going to be an inevitability about that where Ryan Garcia's speed, his hand speed, I think is going to allow him to catch up to Devin Haney and score. And this is going to make Haney have to make attacks on his line. Now, again, the lead hand control that this guy is putting out, it's not that great, but he's able to create a lot of space against Ryan Garcia. But eventually Ryan Garcia gets close enough to hit him here, close enough to hit him here, close enough to hit him here. Even if it's kind of wild and loose, the amount of speed and how fast these punches come and how hard Ryan hits, it's very difficult to fight somebody like this when they're bigger than you, they're as fast as you, and again, Devin Haney doesn't keep his hands up. Okay, and this is going to be really important. Again, we're going to see a lot of stuff in the Linares fight that's going to be really interesting. Now, again, Devin Haney also likes to jab to the body. Ryan Garcia has a ton of experience getting jabbed to the body. Can anybody guess why? Yes, I know, because he's tall, and that's where people in his weight division are going to try to hit him first because he stands up real tall. So countering to the body, he's pretty okay at that. Okay, he's all right at that. Getting into his high guard, coming forward, seeing that shot coming again, countering him again very, very, very easily, picking him off. And this is going to lead into some other stuff here. Check this move out. We're going to see this a few times. You see this guard here? He's anticipating that jab to the body again, and he's snapping across the line here with a very fast right hand. This is actually kind of an underrated move, I think, from Ryan Garcia. And if he can get this going, we're going to see him throw it in a few more places throughout this film study. But he follows it up with the three here. And again, a guy who doesn't keep his hands up, once that first punch comes, boom, 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 it's very, very difficult to defend shots that fast. And I do want you to pay attention to real quick. He throws that two, boom, 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 boom. All hard shots in a row. That's going to play a part a little bit later when we talk about what's going on and how the flow of the fight's going to go. Controlling him here. Now, Devin Haney does this move sometimes too, where he'll kind of get feinted into a bad position. He'll kind of duck here. Ryan Garcia does that to this guy. He lets him know he's about to cut the ring off, feints him, boom, gets him to duck here. And look at Ryan Garcia piece him up. Very, very interesting because in that last sequence, he thought he heard him. He just kind of started going ape shit, threw a bunch of punches. Nothing wrong with that, right? But sometimes Ryan will get a little excited and he'll just start teeing off. It's very interesting to see him in positions like this, cutting the ring off, feinting, getting the guy to come forward, and then picking his shots. He does stuff like that so seldomly. But when his opponent puts himself in a position like this and he's not really punching at Ryan, Ryan will sometimes find a little bit of space to let go of some extra good shots here, right? And again, Devin Haney finds himself slipping to the front foot in a bad position quite often as well. Now, Devin Haney also has another habit. We're going to see it later on. If you hit him, he's going to hit you right back right away to let you and the judges know that he got those points too. Don't forget about me. And it's one of the ways that it's hard to get ahead of him because he'll try to get you back as soon as possible. Right? Garcia just landed some good shots. He's on the way back. This guy's trying to come forward. He catches him with the hook on the way in. Okay, very, very important. Follows him, pendulum forward again. Ryan Garcia catches him with another hook. And again, Devin Haney's structure when he moves and he punches, he doesn't know how to throw punches correctly. He doesn't know what to do with every part of his body. Again, if you guys want to learn, check out the Fouts Boxing Combat System. It's the only combat system on earth to be able to teach punching power to anybody. Guaranteed 100% you will learn how punching power works. You will throw your hardest punch and you will be able to make your hardest punch better. Okay? With enough practice, you will become a great striker. You will hit very hard. Okay? But anyway, Devin Haney will have a lot of momentum as he throws his right hand. He'll be shifting forward. And this is one of those things that's really interesting about Ryan is that he looks very pedestrian chasing the guys around. But sometimes when he gets them coming to him, he's able to pick them off really, really, really well and have some very, very powerful engagements. Um, And I think that there's a lot of space there for Ryan Garcia um, to be very effective against Devin Haney. Now, again, getting the guy to come to him, penduluming off the line, moving, leaping hook right there, gets on the line. The guy's going to move his back leg, right? We're watching Brolio now, right? And now he brings his legs together. This is called a pendulum walk, and now he's going to take a step onto the front foot, right? Now he's going to bring his back foot and his front foot. He gets controlled as he brings his weight to the ground. Boom, he's getting timed right here. It's very, very difficult to move your feet and walk in this and block and punch and do all this stuff at the same time, and Ryan Garcia is able to time him as he get his way to the front foot with a very hard shot. Okay, this is really important because we saw him slip counter earlier, the jab to the body or the he was able to get his head over the line, throw the right hand. Now he's timing the pendulum walk as this guy gets his weight to the front foot. This is all very good news for someone who's going to be fighting someone who has a only a stepping jab. Okay, the timing of that becomes sometimes pretty easy. Okay, especially as the fight goes on. And if you're a power puncher, it gets easier and easier to time those things as your opponents fatigue and get easier to read. They get slower, and they're bringing their weight to you. Okay, now the next fight we watched on Patreon, I can't remember what this guy's name. No offense, is it Morales something something? Ryan Garcia is going to knock him out, but we're going to talk about some very important stuff. That guy had a stepping jab right there, and now Ryan Garcia exploding into his stepping jab right here. And again, this is moments into the fight, and now watch Ryan Garcia again, stepping jab, ooh, stepping hook, okay? Moments into the fight, exploding into something very, very fast and very sharp, checking the line, letting him know he's there, and he's not playing, okay? Devin Haney has very seldomly been in the ring with someone who's going to be throwing shots like that, and we saw what happened, in the tank and Devin Haney sparring when he did get checked, when the line got checked on him early. Again, if you get knocked out in sparring and you just don't quit and then the guy gets tired of beating you up, do you really win that sparring? I know he went home with the money, but there's like a funny meme, right, where the guy just, oh, is it Captain America? I can do this all day. He just gets his ass kicked. No, I don't know. Anyway, getting on the line again, stepping jab, stepping slash hook. Again, Ryan Garcia is very, very, very fast. And again, this is the most important part about this. It's not just that Ryan Garcia is fast, it's also that he hits hard. And Devin Haney doesn't really keep his hands up. It makes it very difficult to interact with somebody who's as fast as they are when you don't keep your hands up. Now, again, penduluming off the line. Very, very interesting stuff because this defense from Ryan is absolutely atrocious. Okay, he winds up in this bad Philly shell, gets onto the line with his left shoulder. But if this guy was really good and he was ready, he could have thrown a right hand over the top, right? Again, Ryan Garcia honestly almost always enjoys a large height or reach advantage, and it allows him to be in these positions, right? Especially as he was in the lower weight divisions, he's moving up, and that weight division or that height and reach advantage is going away, but the bad defense is not. Okay, the big question is, can Devin Haney figure out how to put his footwork together well enough that he can take advantage of the fact that Ryan Garcia will find himself in a position where he's not really defending the line when he goes first or second, right? This guy put a little bit of pressure on him, forced him in this Philly shell crappy position, and now he has the opportunity to throw punches if he can put any more weight transitions together, if he has enough balance or this or that or whatever. Now, again, Ryan Garcia jumps on the line, 1, 2, right through the guard, whipping this 3 here. Again, this is very, very dangerous stuff when you fight someone who doesn't keep their hands up. Now, one thing I want to point out, Devin Haney is big and strong. He's one of the most fit guys you will ever fight in any division. Okay? You're going to have to hit this guy really hard to knock him out. One of the hardest guys. Not that he has this crazy stellar chin. We've seen him hurt a few times. He's fast. It's hard to catch him. But also he's going to recover. He's never, even though he's been caught, he's never been knocked out, right? Have we seen him go down yet? No. People have hurt him, but you got to catch guy and hurt him more than one time. Now again, Ryan Garcia just threw one of his best punches. He checked the line with that big hook. Again, it's really difficult to interact with the hook if you don't see it coming, you don't keep your hands up, you don't A, B, C, or D. But check him out in this very, very, very poor position after almost no effort from his opponent. Literally just walked him down, got away from the hook, and Ryan Garcia found himself in one of the worst positions he could be in, getting hit with a little hook, almost getting hit right there. And again, almost zero awareness with that left shoulder of how vulnerable he is to being hit with the right hand over the top. Now, again, Ryan Garcia, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Very fast, very snappy, very explosive. Now, his opponent chasing him down, and again, checking the line with this lead hook. Now, again, this is very, very, very interesting because if we pay attention to the timing and the rhythm, this guy, he's on the front foot, penduluming here, back foot. He gets his weight to the front foot here, and Ryan Garcia is timing him as he gets there. We saw in the last clip he threw the 1-2 into that timing, and now he's throwing a 3 instead of a 1 and getting around the guard. I know he's not hurting this guy, but you following Ryan Garcia around and walking into these timings and stuff is very, very dangerous. And this is one of those interesting things because Ryan Garcia did not really let Tank follow him around. Right? He chased Tank around, tried to flood his line and knock him out. And it's interesting because if he could have walked him into some stuff like this, maybe he could have put himself at advantage. Whoops. Get back to the clips. Some training. Don't worry about that, guys. All right, back to the clips. And we still have a lot of clips to go, guys. A ton of clips. We've got all the Jorge Linares and Devin Haney clips to go over. Now, again, not very difficult for this guy to cross his line and to put pressure on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, with all that speed, still not understanding because he does this weird thing where he'll just leave his lead hand out there. He won't even use it to throw a punch or this or that. He'll just leave it out there and then kind of try to peel. Again, the reason that this is because Ryan Garcia also, just like Devin Haney, doesn't really know how to throw a jab without stepping. He has to kind of leap into it and whip his whole body into it. He doesn't understand the structure to throw a jab correctly, even though it's not that difficult. Check out the Fouts Boxing Combat System. Okay, but he'll find himself in a position where he's going back like this in this Philly shell because he can't guard the line with his left hand because he has to step with it. Who else does this, you guys? Devin Haney, right? But Devin Haney will duck below the waist at this point. Or he'll grab or he'll hold. The defensive problem is still there. And this part is really interesting because if Devin Haney gets denied the ability to grab and hold, right? Whether the ref does it or Ryan Garcia does it because he's fast and snappy, and if he can create just a moment of an opening, he can smack you if you're close to him. This is why people don't hug and hold Canelo. Even though he's short, he's the smaller guy in the ring, right? Every time. But nobody wants to be close to him because he hits you so hard. Ryan Garcia is going to enjoy a very similar thing. Nobody's trying to get far away from Devin Haney. No one's trying to get far away from Shakur Stevenson. Right? These guys don't really hit hard. Okay. And this is going to be a really interesting wrinkle, really interesting idea. But also, if Devin Haney can put himself in a position like this where he can take advantage of Ryan Garcia's defense, maybe he can land some hard shots. No. Ryan Garcia does not block punches with that left arm, which means he's going to be susceptible to Devin Haney's 1-2. Devin Haney does have a very exceptionally fast 1-2, and he defends it like kind of okay. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of that theory and stuff. But it's not hard, right, to find holes on Ryan Garcia's line and hit him with hard and clean shots. It's not, except for the fact that he's fast and he can hit you hard too, right? Except that, boom, you just got him with the shot. You just stepped on his line. And now here he is again, throwing goddamn heaters. Heaters. These are not just regular, these are not your Grammy and Pappy's punches, right? These are heaters. Now, jumping on the line, boom, 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 unloading all of these shots. Very, very, very hard. Very, very, very fast. Not a lot of setup there. Now, again, this is that little move that I was talking about where he's going to kind of frame here and he's going to try to pendulum off the line. This is a very, very bad move. Essentially, this is one of the very similar positions that Devin Haney finds himself in, where he's constantly just leaving the line, tap and tap and tap and tap. Ryan Garcia's is not as good as Devin Haney's. His control in this position, where he can hit and leave and control the line and leave. Even though Devin Haney doesn't hit and leave, he can control and leave. Ryan Garcia gets stuck posting because his feet and his hands don't work as well together as Devin Haney's. Right now, Devin Haney is still going to be, it's still going to be, you know, a big flaw, and it's still going to be one of those things that's difficult to do against Ryan Garcia. I don't know if you guys know this, but Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney grew up in the amateurs together. They have both beat all of those idiots who can only throw stepping jabs before. Ryan Garcia has beat tons of those guys, right? Devin Haney has beat tons of those guys. So how these guys' stepping jabs and control the line, come together is going to be very interesting. But getting back to this, the reason that Ryan Garcia can have a very similar amount of success in fighting, get to a very similar level as Devin Haney, even though his control of the lead hand is not as good, is because he hits harder than Devin Haney. When he gets into this position, in a position where he can take advantage of it, and he finds an opportunity to let some punches go, he gets more value out of them than Devin Haney does. Now, again, very interesting because he goes from that terrible post to these heaters, and he's throwing these crazy fast, hard shots out of nowhere, out of this terrible position that he was just in. So it's very, very deceiving, right? Thinking about what position Ryan Garcia is in this, because he can so quickly go from a very, you know, submissive position to a very dominant position in a moment. Again, he was just on the ropes here, getting on the line with stepping jabs, circling. The guy's penduluming on him. Is Ryan Garcia going to make an attack now, or is he going to get walked down and hit? Well, the guy pendulums on him and he throws a big 1-2 and times him perfectly. Right? A really, really, really excellent shot. Again, watch him pendulum into it, boom. And Ryan Garcia catches him, control 1-2. And he's so unpredictable. Okay, is he going to be fast and explosive on the sequence, or is he going to shell up and let you throw your 1-2-3 at him? So, very, very interesting stuff. We have a ton more clips still to go. Again, look at that terrible post. Now, this clip, very important clip, guys. Again, he's posted here. We know, again, I just talked about this terrible, terrible post, but what is he waiting for? Okay, as we wait and we watch, okay, he's posting here, controlling, right? He pushed his head. Now, watch the guy stepping and trying to snap with that jab right there. He is snapping over the top of this guy's jab to land that. He was waiting that whole time for that guy to counter the post, okay, and used that kind of slip counter timing on his stepping jab. Boom. Okay, it looks so much more clear of a shot. Now it looks kind of like it's more on the back of the head, but I want you to pay attention to the timing. Again, very, very, very important. And again, look at him on the inside land that little uppercut. So dangerous on the inside. Now again, flooding the line and just throwing hard punch, hard punch, hard punch, hard punch. No setup, a little bit of shifting, a little bit of this, boom, 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 right? All hard punches. That's one of those non-Golovkin like things that Ryan will do, where he'll find himself in a position where he's ready to hurt. He hurt you. He caught you with a hard shot already. This is moments after he landed that right hand, and he blows it. He blows it by not controlling space, not feinting and setting something up before he gets to the line. He just immediately okay, I'm fucking fast. I'm just gonna, and throws. And this is really bad. This is really bad, I think, because Ryan Garcia is 100% going to hit Devin Haney and hurt him. 100%. The question is that going to be his only shot at winning? That he hits him, he hurts him, and he knocks him out? Because if it is, and he hurts him, And then he just starts blasting punches and blows his wad and doesn't hurt him. Devin Haney is strong. He's fit. He is training hard. He wants to be the GOAT. He says he's got a video of him beating up Mayweather. The last generations, people think that guy's the GOAT of the last generation. Yeah. He like squeezed out a victory or whatever you want to call it against Manny Pacquiao. You know, whatever you want to call it. Gets to call himself, one of the GOATs for the era, for sure. But Devin Haney wants to be that guy, right? We got Crawford right now. Is Haney going to move up and fight Crawford, right? Is it going to be a short Crawford era? Are we in the Canelo era? Devin Haney thinks it's his era. He's coming hard. He's going to train. He's going to work hard. It's going to take more than one punch. He's going to recover. And if Devin Haney if Ryan Garcia is going to throw crazy number of punches, miss them all, um, and blow his wad and allow Devin Haney to recover, tie him up. Tying him up is going to be very hard. Ryan Garcia may fall behind. Maybe he'll wait too long chasing this guy around who's controlling space and running, right? How many jabs did Devin Haney get credit for throwing against Regis Prograis? Okay, that was basically the end of that fight. We're going into the Romero Duno fight. But most of those are just control space, right? Just a little lead hand control. He's not looking to hit you with that. But he does it so often. And again, we're going to take a look at that when we get to that film study again. And don't forget, check out the full fight film studies on Patreon. We're going to be watching the rest of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's fightography as well. Even the Lomachenko and Tank Davis fights, even though they're not really relevant, it's just fun to watch them against, their best opponents, and those before each other, Actually, I would argue that even after fighting each other, those will still be both of each other's best opponents. But anyway, we're going to be watching the whole fightography, post, peeling, right? Okay, no post this time. Boom, goes around the guard. This is the first thing that Ryan Garcia really did in the fight. He threw this hardest left hook. Boom! Let's see what you got, Mr. Duno. And Duno's going to know real quick in the fight whether or not he can allow this guy to sit back and poach at him and throw these kind of shots or if he has to chase him. Controlling space with the post again. Boom, times him on the front foot, smacks him again with the right hand. Again, this is moments into the fight. And Ryan Garcia is throwing his hardest, most valuable shots. Boom. And he's so fast. Not only did he not have to box with you before he decided to throw them, but he doesn't have to pay for them either. No cost, right? Yeah, mostly, right? Bad defense. I do want to say it is not easy to counter somebody as fast as Ryan Garcia. Now, getting put on the ropes here again, moments into the fight, if the guy's guard is not correct, right? And this guy's guard is not even bad. He's expecting a jab down the center. Boom, Ryan Garcia jumps onto his line with the left hook. How many times is Ryan Garcia going to have to check the line with the left hook before he hits Haney? Checking the line with the left hook, peeling off the line again, controlling the line with the one, boom, smacking him around with the two. I don't like the fact that he's going to whirl him here with this control with the left. If he's touching him here, this could have been another punch. Whap, 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 right? Smoke him, right? But this is all moments into the first round. He has thrown so many hard and fast shots. Boom, and another one. Another one, okay? Will Ryan Garcia tire himself out? Will he get exhausted? Will he not be able to? Now, again, check out those posts. Look at how vulnerable. Stepping jab, that was a good one. Now he's going to step, post, stepping jab, post. Look at how vulnerable he is to the right hand here, body shot here. Not that this is like, who cares if you get punched there, right? Doesn't matter that much. Posting. Ooh. Now, again, you guys, this is such an innocuous clip because, again, this position is so bad for Ryan. On average, we've seen him just fold and crumple up. But again, he's posted here. He's waiting. And what is he waiting for? His opponent tries to break across his line, boom, and Ryan Garcia rips his head off the line, throws a right hand counter, boom, smacks Romero Duno, gets his head off the line, does all of those things almost exactly as safe as possible. This is one of the most beautiful punches in the whole fight. He kind of misses it because Duno's moving his head and swinging his weight into the whole shot, but by God, he does a great job. And it's very interesting to see him in that position because Devin Haney is going to fight from his post as well. But Devin Haney is also going to fight from his own post. And I think it's even easier for Ryan Garcia to fight from his opponent's post than his. That may not be true. We may see in the fight, again, stepping hook, very close together on the line, and all off that sequence, right? He just hit him with so many hard shots, right? And again, all of that was while the guy is chasing him. Now, again, chaining these things together, again, boom, into the 2, into the 3. Now, watch him into this 2, stepping with this 3 here. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of having to step with all of your punches. Ryan Garcia is a guy that does have to step with his punches, but watching the sequence, stepping on the line with the 1, the 2, the guy slips to the front foot. Devin Haney sometimes makes it into this position, and he'll throw this weak-ass left hook to the body instead of rolling. One beat, they trade. He pendulums, finds a 2. Again, look at him move into this position. Devin Haney doesn't keep his hands up. Okay? Now, this one's really interesting, too, because if you look at this pattern of movement, boom, boom, he throws the 2. What if this was Devin Haney throwing the 2? Devin Haney loves to throw that 2, roll under the line, boom, make it to this position. Look at him make it into this position. Ryan Garcia didn't lose track of him for a moment. Bop, smacks him with the shot. Bop, smacks him with the next shot. And these shots are so close together and so fast and so hard. And it's not easy to take shots like this, even when you think you're blocking them, even when you think you see them coming, right? But it's even harder when you don't keep your hands up. Your feet are always in a line. Your head has nowhere to go, right? You just kind of get your head bashed into your own body. Your chin just gets smashed. Now, he basically just annihilates the rest of Romero Duno in the next clip right there. Hits him with the left hook. It's not important to show everything. Beginning of the Fonseca fight here, gets on the line, stepping hook, boom. One of the first things that he does, stepping hook right around the guard. It's not easy to take this shot if your hands are not up and not in the correct position. Devin Haney likes to keep his right hand on the chest, not blocking shots. So we're going to take looks at those. And then stepping jab. All right, very, very difficult to fight someone as fast as Ryan Garcia. You have to close that guard. Look at that. That jab guard right there opens up that hole. Ryan Garcia is always fast enough to either hit you or make you make that adjustment and hit you around the guard. Times him perfectly with that jab there. Stepping hook around the guard again. Very, very difficult to be on the outside against him. Now, gets on the line, stepping jab. He controls it. Boom. Right hand over the top of that bad boy of the jab to the body. Again, that's one of Devin Haney's favorite punches. He scores a decent amount with it. Parries the jab. Now, when he comes forward, jab, right? Again, we saw earlier Ryan Garcia had a very difficult time protecting his punches. He would throw a shot and then he would kind of fold up on his defense and the guy could flood. Brolio would do that to him. Now he steps with this shot, peels off the line, and the guy tries to follow him back with the stepping jab to the body, and he immediately hooks him in the head. Boom, boom, again, in real time. There's just not very much space there for his opponent to counter his jab. And this is really important later on because he hits him with the jab and then the guy tries to follow him back. Okay? Now, the guy is stepping on the line, trying to stepping jab. And again, Ryan Garcia with the slipping counter, right? A slip counter over the top of that jab, timing it perfectly. Okay, now, when other times does he time this perfectly? Okay, gets in this position. His opponent jumps on his line with the 1, tries to get there with the 2, but he gets caught in between. This is a really fast move here. Okay, it's not like there's a ton of time here, right? Where the guy's like just waiting. Okay, we're gonna watch it. Bop. He barely gets on the line with the jab before he's hit. Before he's hit with that shot. Boom. Okay. This is very important because Devin Haney has a very, very similar timing. Okay. Now, here's that jab. Look at all that timing there after that jab lands there from Haney. Okay. Now, again, we have a lot of clips to go over still, so go back and get your popcorn. Stepping jab. Take a look at Devin Haney's guard. Okay, again, look at he fights in a bladed stance, left shoulder very forward, right hand very close to it. Is he in position to guard a jab? Yes. Is he in position to guard the hook? No. Look at him throw this shot. Okay, he's ripping his right hand back to generate the momentum, right? How long is he susceptible to a counter here? Very, very, very important idea. Okay. Again, Ryan Garcia is very fast and very snappy. And look at him stepping jab. Where does Devin Haney's head go when that stepping jab hits him? How quickly does a right hand left hook come from Ryan Garcia from this position? Right? Now, real quick, we're just going to bop and look at how quickly his head moves after he gets hit. Right? Very, very quick pendulum step. Devin Haney, you guys know he's fast. I know you guys know he's fast, but damn, Devin Haney is fast. He is fast. Okay. The only question is does he actually hit harder now he's at 140? Is he gonna when he makes contact with somebody like Ryan Garcia, man, who's been hit by monster heavyweight destroyer Tank Davis? He said he's sparring heavyweights or whatever, like light heavyweights. It's probably just him sparring his fat friend, and he beats him up, and Ellie Seckback goes, "Man, that's legit, man." Whoa. Now, lead hand control, right? Again, lead hand control, and he can peel. Devin Haney can take up such a huge amount of space and take a tiny step back, and take a huge amount of space with his lead hand and take a tiny step back. But again, people have been fighting people who have stepping jabs as their main weapon for a long time now. And in the pros, a stepping jab often is a liability. In the amateurs, it's a necessity. But in the pros, a lot of times it's a liability. Sergey Kovalev, man, nobody even respects Sergey Kovalev, right? But this guy made a career out of annihilating people who had stepping jabs. He just beat the crap out of them. So I just want to point out that this is moments into the fight with Devin Haney, and Linares he's already got that timing. He's reading Devin Haney's weight coming to the line. He can see that jab coming. He can see that weight. Now, gets on the line, control, steps forward, two to the body, boom. How much time, right? When we look at that Fonseca clip, right? When we take a look at this Fonseca clip, when he gets on the line here, that's not it. Thought I did such a good job picking that one up. But how much time is there after that jab gets there before that right hand gets there from Ryan? Boom, boom, right? There's just such small amount of timing on that beat, and there's so much time from the time that he throws that one that he's getting hit by this two. I know that he's throwing a combination. It's 1, 2, 3 from Haney, right? But when Haney gets there, he's so susceptible to the left hook. His head is always in the same position. And again, we're going to see some of these clips where his head is always on the right side of the line. He's not really a left side of the line fighter. And the left hook is, I think, literally Devin Haney's worst nightmare. I think it's one of the best punches against him. Let's catch back up to where we were. I think that's where we're going to be here. 1-1-2, yeah. Now, 1-1-2, he throws a 3. And again, when we take a look at his structure, we take a look at his head, we take a look at the line, his defense, he landed that shot pretty clean. Okay, this is one of the best things that Devin Haney has for a weapon against Ryan Garcia, is being able to flood the line and be fast, because sometimes Ryan Garcia's defense sucks. Sometimes it's really bad. But he does also always have the danger of throwing a hard shot. Now, lead hand control moves into a stepping little hook here. No no points. Goes back to the lead hand control into the jab to the body. And again, very, very common move for him. Ryan Garcia is very good at picking this move off. Okay, I don't think it's going to be as valuable for him. I think it'll be a liability. I think he can be hit by the right hand and the left hook when he goes for this move. And again, it's not like he's making it so hidden. Linares still reacts and he's still pulling with it, right? Crouching, going down. Ryan Garcia can throw punches here. So very, very dangerous source of offense for him. Stepping jab. Now, controlling, very short stepping jab. Very, very, very good jab. Again, control, peeling, right? Goes around the guard with the hook. Now, this is also very important. How many different moves does Devin Haney have off of this move, right? Off of this lead hand control, because this is always where he fights. So we see control here into the stepping jab, control here into the jab to the body, control here into the, and we haven't seen too many right hands, but he does the right hand, control here into the hook. Now when he takes this, when he throws this hook, pay attention to his foot here. This is very, very important. See him take that step right there, boom, into this hook. And now look at him pendulum after the hook, okay? He's going to take the big step down, up, and then he has to pendulum off it. And then he's getting hit by Linares' left hook. And look at him kind of over pivot right there. I'm not sure if that's because he got hit and he got hurt and he got, or he throws that shot. And again, he's always on the right side of the line. So he has to pivot enough to get his head into his correct space. Again, we're going to see some more evidence of this too. But again, not that many patterns there, right? Not very many um, distinct differences in the different kinds of things that Devin Haney likes to do. And he always has his head in the same position. Now, again, Linares seeing that lead hand control coming, seeing the timing, boom, getting under it here, coming back with the stepping jab. And Devin Haney, is he going to see a 1-2-3 coming from here? Is he going to be able to get. Where does Devin Haney go if all the punches are already going to the back half of his line here? If he's already on his back foot, where does Devin Haney go from here? Okay, now all these clips have Devin Haney controlling space with the lead hand, right? Very, very, very important. Again, controlling. What else is he doing, right? This is doing this and having to force your opponent, because if you're not doing this, then he's just moving back and moving to the ropes, right? So he has to interact and fight off of his jab. Obviously, nothing necessarily wrong with that, except that he's never changing positions or fighting off of his rear hand. Okay? And that means that his left hand is going to be used and get a lot of activity. It's going to be used a lot. Okay? Dare I say, is he going to get tired at all? Controlling space, his opponent putting a little pressure on him. Again, a lot of stepping jabs. Again, he has to do that, throws the two. Now, Devin Haney doesn't make it to the left side of the line very often unless he's punching. And then he'll do that roll, or he'll sit in this position, or he will try to smother you, get his hands on top of your head. Look at him in this weird, awkward position after forcing himself. Again, what are the things that Devin Haney can do from here? Well, he can throw a right hand, he can throw a stepping jab, he can throw a jab to the body, or he can turn it into a hook instead, right? Or he can throw this right hand, but that's it. Or he can keep going backwards. So he makes connection with his opponent, throws this shot, gets into this position. How does he defend this position? Sometimes he throws a left hook. We've seen that one. This time he's not, and he didn't roll under. He looks to manually control and get his hands on the guy. The guy throws a hook, right? Okay, Linares sees that shot coming. Comes down, kind of comes up with his own hook. It's not a great hook. Linares is an okay hooker. But this is a very, very difficult position to be in against Devin Haney, but against Ryan Garcia. We've seen how sticky he is, right? How much space he can create. He can create just a beat of space in a moment, and he can fill it with a punch. But this is one of those things that Devin Haney is going to do when he runs out of things to do off of his jab. When he's like, oh man, it's dangerous. Man, I need a break. Right hand to the body. Did he defend that position very well? And he gets smacked by a hook. It's not a great hook, right? We're going to see, again, boom, look at him peel out of this position. Okay. Now, is Devin Haney knocking you out with that shot? Probably not. But he did drop Regis Prograis. Okay, now this is really important. It's super, super important. If Devin Haney can't control, okay, now we're going to watch this clip kind of. Um, go ahead and go perfect slow-mo here. Boom. Okay. Controlling space, moving. Again, this is a long clip. It's a 30-second clip here. Okay. And the reason I want to show this is because this is how Devin Haney fights the whole time, right? Very, very high energy with the control, very, very high contact. He's on the line a lot with you, right? Stepping jab, beautiful jab. Gets caught with his own counter jab, right? Very high activity level from Haney, right? Again, is he changing positions? Is he circling very well, right? He's always on the right side of the line. He's always attacking with the jab. Hands are always down, okay? Again, this idea is super important, okay? Now, again, his head is always in the same position, right? He's not crossing the line. Did he catch that jab? Did he even interact with it? It was a jab to the body. But as we go through this clip here, right, I'm just going to kind of drag it through. And oh, no, silly. I shouldn't have done that. A lot of jabs, a lot of jabs. Okay, we're going to go back to real time just a little bit, just to speed it up a little bit. Okay, but chasing him around, lets him throw a punch at him, right? Chasing him around, chasing him around. Okay, and as we go through the clip, throws a punch. This is very, very important. Throws the two. When he does decide to throw this two, this has to be a very, very fast and hard and snappy punch. And look at the position that he's in. Look at how athletic this is. Look at how far down he is. Man, it's crazy. And he has to get the hell out of there real quick. Beautiful peel. Another high energy move, right? And then right back to penduluming into controlling the line and stepping jab and then peel. And then back to the line and control and control. It's this very, very dangerous style. And then again, throws a two, and now he's tired. After all that work, right? He's been the matador, dragging this guy around. It's beautiful, but it's hard work, especially when you do it with only one arm, with only one blade. Okay, and this puts Devin Haney in a position where, quite often in a fight, he's gonna look to grab and clinch because he doesn't want to do any of his repetitive moves, the move that you're waiting for. He doesn't want to enter the line from the right side of the line. He doesn't want to use any energy. Okay, again, a lot of these posts, a lot of these, and all it took for this guy, Linares, was for him to get around the line here. Again, he's just been getting clowned and schooled, and nothing he's done is right. He jumps on the line with a stepping hook. Devin Haney tries to pull back away from it and gets smacked. Now look at him crouch. His head goes below the belt. He's ducking, right? Is it good defense here? Okay. Did he start blocking punches? Did he get his hands up after he got hit? Did he? No. Now, controlling off of his post, gets down. Now, sometimes Devin Haney will do these moves that aren't really moves, where, again, he's not trying to punch you off of his lead hand control. He's trying to be George St. Pierre. He's trying to get under your jab or whatever, and then he's going to try to body up with you, and he's going to try to grapple, and he's going to try to spin you, and he's going to try to hold your body and punch you with the right hand. Okay, but if you don't let him, he'll do this fake move, and it'll allow you, again, he does this fake move sometimes, to throw punches at him for free. And again, Devin Haney has so few patterns because everything that he does is off the left hand. He'll put himself in positions like this where he does fake moves, and it allows a very fast or powerful guy who's willing to throw punches at him for whatever reason. You know, Regis Prograis didn't want to throw very many punches, and here's the thing. The only reason Regis Prograis is not throwing punches at Devin Haney is because of Devin Haney. Okay, now again, that kind of loops back a little bit to how active is Devin or how active is Ryan going to be able to be? Is he going to be able to reach in with that leaping hook like Linares did right there? This one right here? Okay, now look at Devin Haney's guard. Okay, I know you guys all want to say he's better than this now. He fought Prograis the same way. Okay, and again, he's fighting someone who's actually taller than him this time, controlling. Look at his blade, right side of the line only. Steps in with a hook, wraps it right around the guard, hits him right in the neck. Boom, right on the chinish, right slash neck jawline. Ryan Garcia is going to hurt him with this shot. Ryan Garcia is also going to throw a two after. But Ryan Garcia doesn't struggle to land any of these shots. Even just getting on the line with a whipping right hand right over the top of his shoulder here. Right? And Devin Haney, I don't know if he spars people who are taller than him. I know he sparred Ric Flair, that guy. That guy's another like Regis Prograis kind of guy. Talented, got into boxing late kind of thing. Controlling space. This is one of the few times that Devin Haney makes it to the left side of the line when he's not punching. Okay? Very, very, very important. Did he throw a right hand probe? Did he do this, that? No. He just immediately gets back to the right side of the line and tries to guard the line with the left shoulder. And then again, his opponent coming forward, stepping jab. Look at Devin Haney's guard. I know you guys think Devin Haney's defense is really good and this and that, and like, the guy's strong and fit and he moves around a lot. It's not easy to throw punches at him and land punches on him because he's always moving. Oh, obviously, part of the strategy, yada, yada, right? Real quick, okay? Linares lands a shot on him. Boom, he peels, pull, right? Doesn't use a down up, doesn't have pull counter. Very, very, very important when he comes up, though. The very next beat, this is so important. We saw Ryan Garcia throw that jab at Fonseca. Fonseca tried to follow him back with the jab to the body. Ryan Garcia was ready with the hook, the whip back, whap, got him. Devin Haney, when he gets hit with a shot, loves to come back immediately on the next beat and steal it back. Okay? One of those guys that's hyper competitive, and when you score on him, he's going to try to get it back. Now, again, very good jab here. Look at him cross the line here on the right side. Look at the guard of Linares. Most people think it's a good guard. It's a good guard. Good hand position. It's not bad. Not in time to catch this jab from Devin Haney. Look at Devin Haney's left shoulder. Can you see it? No, because it's in perfect line with his right shoulder. Again, look at his head on the right side of the line. Look at all that stuff. Look at him. Stepping jab again. Beautiful. He's so fast, right? So fast. Even if you know it's coming, right? So again, that is very likely the best thing that Devin Haney does, the safest thing that he does, and he still steps with it, right? Is that going to be enough to keep Ryan Garcia off of him, right? Now, getting back to what I said earlier, Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is not throwing punches at him because of because of Devin Haney. Does Devin Haney hit hard enough to keep Ryan Garcia off of him? Because we can see that it's a very high energy style. Hook gets countered with the hook, controls the line. Is there a space to get hit? Is Ryan Garcia hitting him? Throws the right hand, throws the left hook. Is he setting it up? Is he controlling space? Is he A, B, C, or D? Right hand, ducking, tries to grab. Look at the frame. Now, this is really, really important. Tries to hold, right? Get to the next sequence here. Slips to the front foot, rolls under the line back to this side, goes to hold. Immediately back to back sequences, trying to get his breath. Okay, I know it's innocuous. He tried to hold last time. Why? Usually, when you get in this position, people forgive it because he just threw punches. Oh, they got tangled up. They got this. They got. But he's purposely putting himself in this position toward the end of the round because he spends the first 2 minutes of the round with this high energy, control the line style. Just be fast, just flood the line. And then he looks for space on the clock by tying up, putting himself, ducking below the waist, grabbing one, and then immediately after tying up and doing that a few times, this is his favorite thing. He'll just flood the line and throw punches. Boom, boom, boom. Now look at him peel. Look at him pivot on the front foot. Look at him get to this position. Is this a good position to be in? We've seen some of the scrambles Ryan Garcia winds up in, whipping his hands around. Whop, whop, whop. He's pretty fast. Look at his hands are down. Whatever, whatever, whatever. But look at Devin Haney put his head up again on the right side of the line. Look at where he always wants his head to be, right? Now, again, Jorge Linares, not super active, hasn't done very much. Finally looks to do something on the line, stepping hook. Now, this is really important because if we take a look at all the mechanics, his head is still on the right side of the line. He still hasn't crossed Devin Haney's line, hasn't told Devin Haney he's in position to hit him, right? Hasn't told him he's throwing a hook. He steps in, throws the hook. Devin Haney doesn't even see it coming. As far as he could tell, at best, it could be a jab because it doesn't really play by the same kind of rules as usual. Most people don't throw very good lead hooks. Okay, most people are not Ryan Garcia throwing lead hooks. Okay, catches him clean. Now, what happens immediately after Devin Haney gets hit with this left hook? Boom, clean. Does he shell up? Does he duck? Does he get his hands up? Does he block punches? Does he slip? Does he? He does nothing. Okay, and it's really, really, really important. Boom, catches him with that shot. Now, Devin Haney again has this fake move sometimes where he's going to slip to the front foot for no reason, try to throw this uppercut. He gets him. Man, I guess how do you say it's a fake move but it's one of those moves where if you do it and you're not doing everything safely and you don't, you know, this move here, do you know how similar it looks? Pretend this guy is Ryan Fonseca and he's going to take a step on the line with the one and then rip into that second punch, right? But the second punch is the left hook, right? Bah! And now it's the left hook instead of a right hand, right? The left hook from Ryan Garcia could still be snapping out of here on that beat if you surprised him and he just wow, he just gets you. This is not a good move, and it does wind up costing him a punch. He does wind up getting hit, and then again tying up. Look what happens when he ties up, guys. Again, how good is Linares? Linares is okay, right? I'm not gonna bash Linares, right? He's a good fighter. Control, slips to that front foot again, throws that body shot again, leaves the line. How good is his defense? Hard, fast punches, right? Again, almost anything that Devin Haney does in this fight winds up being good for Ryan Garcia's left hook. It's a really interesting place for him to be. Now again, look at him follow up. Left hook, right hand, right? Is he getting him? Okay. Now, again, we still have a lot of clips to go over. Now, the only thing that's going to change this, right? Ducks, makes a fake move, gets smacked. Okay. Now, a few things. Okay, again, punches start coming at Devin Haney. One, two. Devin Haney never brings his weight to the front foot. He never crosses the line. He tries to go down here. He still hasn't crossed the line. He crosses the line just for a second, almost gets hit with a left hook right here, and then is immediately on the right side of the line after that front foot pivot. And then right into a little combination. Oh, keeps his head on the right side of the line. Right, follows up, finishes with the left hand, like his old coach Floyd Mayweather Sr. would teach him. I know that he didn't really work with him very long. Okay, now check it out. Jab, he's posting, slips to the inside. Devin Haney tries to post with the left hand, doesn't move his head, doesn't cross the line, doesn't block punches, doesn't do anything but get hit by a left hook. Okay, now this is important because, again, Devin Haney spends the first 2 minutes doing almost everything right in the fight, controlling the lead hand, doing this, looking spectacular-ish, expending all this energy, hopping around the ring, moving, not letting you throw any punches, throwing punches and then running, snap. And then he has to take a break, but that break can't be spent the whole time holding. He doesn't block punches. He doesn't guard the line very well. He stands in a blade, so he can't really slip punches. He can't make it to the front foot. So here the most obvious 1, 2 coming, 3, boom. All 3 of these punches, he just jumps on the line and gets smacked with, right? Boom, boom. Maybe the jab doesn't land, right? Pop. But the right hand smacking him. Tries to whip across the line, or tries to get away from the left hook. Doesn't cross the line. Doesn't bring his head over the front foot. He's just not doing any of the things correctly to get away from this shot. And so he eats it. Again, that's easy to do against Jorge Linares. That guy's not a puncher. That guy's also not a puncher when you think about how big Devin Haney is. Now, again, how good is Devin Haney's offense? Okay, now, Beggars can't be choosers. Is that the right? Would that be right? I'm not just choosing specific clips. These are just almost only the only clips that Linares would throw punches. And again, Devin Haney's defense. Is he going to slip the right hand? No, because he doesn't bring his weight to the front foot. So he's always going to pull straight back. Boom, he gets hit here. He's ducking below the waist, so he's already cheating. Okay, you're not allowed to duck below the waist. We see what happens to a guy who doesn't cheat. Ryan Garcia doesn't cheat, so he gets punched in the face. Right? That's the cost of business. Right? It's so innocuous when you're the you're the ref. You're not going to say anything, but Ryan Garcia is also fast. Look at him hitting him here. Right? I don't doubt that Linares is still hitting Devin Haney there. Now again, hands down the whole time. Okay, Devin Haney's hands were down that whole time. A little bit of rolling, a little bit of this, a little bit of that after that motion. Boom. Now gets on the front foot here, gets to the line control here. Right hand right around the guard. Ryan Garcia's defense sucks. Ryan Garcia's defense sucks. Ryan Garcia's defense sucks. This if Devin Haney can hit Ryan Garcia over the top with the right hand real hard early in the fight, maybe he can keep Ryan Garcia honest. Maybe he can keep Ryan Garcia from exploding into his powerfulest punches as often as he would need to win a round or win a fight against Haney. Okay, all these ideas are really important. And if Ryan Garcia or if Devin Haney cannot hurt Ryan Garcia, Ryan is going to just jump on his line and throw punches and eventually hit him. We've seen that Devin Haney's defense is so bad that he cannot stop anybody from really hitting him. And again, we're going to be watching many, many, many more film studies on Patreon of Devin Haney's fights. We're going to be watching the Prograis one. Don't worry. The Loma one. Boom. Throws a shot. Left hook counter. Now look at Devin Haney whip out of this. Bop, bop, bop. Super fast. Right? Dangerous, but super fast. He's aware of that punch coming. Boom. Throws his own defense. And look at him roll under this shot. Okay? Look at those defenses. That's the only problem with with Devin Haney is that, again, he can't even fight from that front foot position. Once he gets there, he doesn't have any traps. He has to immediately leave. He has to follow up with the left, which puts him in more danger of a left hook from someone like Ryan Garcia because he has to, once he throws the right hand, right, because he gets on the line, boom, boom, now he's crossed the line. This is the only time that he does that. So he's going to roll under the line. He's going to throw a hook, or he's going to try to lean on you, right? But he's not going to make a pull counter. He's not going to wait here in position one here and catch a jab and then counter a hook after. He's not going to. He has to leave immediately, and that means that he had to get here with a fast jab. He had to get here. He had to control the space with the fast jab so that he could throw the right hand for free, and now he has to explode out of here. So all those moves had to be really fast. And again, that's one of those very difficult things. Boom, boom, don't duck below the waist. Okay? Don't duck below the waist, guys. Look at him. Is that where you guys want your head in a fight? On the other guy's crotch? Okay. Come on now. Is this a fight? Now, again, sometimes Devin Haney is going to do some fake shit. Okay? The right hand came right there, gets controlled by the left hook. Left hook here, comes up with his own left hook. But he's going to do stuff that's not real. He's going to get into a position that's bad for him, and it's going to allow him to throw punches at him. And again, Devin Haney just hasn't had to pay for a lot of this bad defense. He hasn't had to pay for this stuff because he's very seldomly fought any powerful punchers. Now, again, the cost of business on this right hand, he's going to duck below the waist. Okay, again, as long as he doesn't hold and he doesn't try to grab you and he doesn't try to cheat, this is not as good of a defense as you think. Okay, and we're going to see why in a little bit, but he comes up. It's very taxing. It's not easy. And then gets right back on the line with the 1-2. Gets countered here because he's coming back with his own 3. Okay, again, he had to duck below the waist or he had to throw the hook. But these are some of the very only patterns that Devin Haney has. Now, again, watch him little whip his head around the line here, right? Very seldomly. Again, only because he's taking a step back is he doing that. Control, control, jab to the body. Again, some of the only patterns that he has, and then duck below the waist. Again, this is not boxing. This is not legal. Okay? And if you ever get kneed in the face when you move down here, right? And here's the thing, okay? I'm 100% sure Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, both their camps, watch my channel. If Ryan Garcia could make a habit out of kneeing people in the face who did this, he would get away with it in the fight. You'd get away with it, Ryan, 100%. His head shouldn't be down there. If I took a step in Devin Haney's direction and kneed him in the face without bringing my knee above my belt, that's not my fault, right? Now, this is not kickboxing, right? But this is one of those things, right? That can make, again, if you do this stuff, this is what people learn to do instead of blocking punches, instead of catching and seeing, like he can't even see what his opponent's doing. Anyway, back to the fight. Still gets hit coming up, throws a shot, still gets hit coming up. Okay, again, if you're not gonna grab and hold and chain these fouls together, man, it doesn't even really matter. It's a bad move to do, right? It takes a lot of energy. And if you can't just hold and recoup, right, you're gonna come up and you're gonna walk into some shit. And again, what is he walking into, guys? When he comes down, boom, boom, still gets hit by the three, throws his own three. Linares takes a step back and throws another three. And again, Devin Haney's hand. Where is it? Is it up? Is it in the correct position? Is it A, B, C, or D? It's not down. But even though it looks like it's up, Devin Haney doesn't know how to block punches. And that's why. Is he blocking that? Oh my God. Am I a retard? Look at that. It looks like it smacks him right in the face. Real time. Look at that. In slow mo, it looks like it's getting blocked. No. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Gets on the line with the two, comes back with the three, boom, gets hit with the three. And again, hand position, right? It's not like it's so bad. It's this, it's that. But he's just not going to be able to avoid, right? Again, when he throws the right hand, gets on the line with the two. How does he get back across the line? He doesn't know how to fight on the left side of the line at all. Okay? So he comes back with the hook, and it's easy to time him. Or he ducks below the waist, or he tries to grab you, or he tries to boom, boom, boom. Okay? And this is one of the most damning sequences. Because this has been available for his opponent all fight long. It's just only now that Linares has decided to throw anything. Okay. We're approaching the end, and again, another thing, bop, 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 same thing. He's trying to do that thing where he makes it to the front foot. Again, if he doesn't hold, right? Look at his guard here. Look at his face. Look at how open it is to the left hook. Right? If he's not grabbing and holding, okay, a lot of his defense is going to be very, very, very risky against someone like Ryan Garcia. And again, fake moves. He doesn't want to fight. He comes to the front foot. He finally crosses the line. He never fights there. Eats a left hook to the body for no reason. Still trying to body up. Doesn't want to fight here. Lets the guy just tee off on him. Boom. Again, is this defense, right? If he lets Ryan Garcia do this to him, right? And this is so interesting because, again, when we tie some of these ideas together, all of the film study, okay, Ryan Garcia, he does not that great going forward, right? We saw him very pedestrianly chase around Brolio, Ruggiero, uh, and then finally he cuts the ring off and then just, throws a bunch of hard shots, gets him. But when he makes that guy chase him, he messes him up. Devin Haney, not very good going forward here. we can see him clearly just walking into punches. Devin Haney, not bad going backwards, very good at creating space, not very diverse offensively, has a full arsenal of tricks to fight off of his jab, right? All you can expect of a great amateur. If Ryan Garcia can get Devin Haney to chase him, he can get him to walk into shit like that, right? And again, look at him trying to body up with him. Is he trying to fight? Is he just trying to, right? And this is again one of those Devin Haney strategies. Small, tiny steps off the line. And again, is that good offense? Is that good? Is that a good sequence for him? Loves that move. Now again, was that good defense? Gets on the line. Gets him with a good shot here. Gets on the line again, slips to the front foot. Boom. Goes from the front foot, immediately leaves the position, rolls, duck. Mildly cheating. Gets hit, gets hit, gets hit. Gets hit again. Again, is this good defense? Right? Look at how exposed Devin Haney gets when he has to throw punches. Now, this is not bad. Gets on the line, control, takes a step, throws the right hand, whips under the line, rolling into the shot. Very, very, very difficult to do all fight long and successfully, right? Throws the right hand, comes back with the left hook. Decent, got him, right? Not bad. Is this going to stop him from getting hit with the left hook from Devin Haney? Does that move have a place? Jab, counter him, right? Devin Haney immediately tries to get the counter back, counters him again. Devin Haney, is he going to come back and get his point? Comes in with the 1, the 2, counter with the hook, tries to roll back to the back foot after throwing his 2, boom, 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 and gets caught and does the stanky leg there. Okay, 1, 2, rips under the line, boom. It's not fast enough. And again, Devin Haney, this is his primary defensive move if he can't grab and hold you, right? He fought a small guy in Kambosos, and he roughhoused that guy. He dog walked that guy and then leaned on him and held him and didn't let him throw any punches and spoiled the fight. And again, Ryan Garcia is hard to grab. Ryan Garcia is hard to hold. He's so fast. He can create just a tiny bit of space. He hits hard. A few questions. Well, number one, is Ryan Garcia hitting harder now that he moves up to 140? He struggled to hurt Duarte, right? He hit him and he hurt him a few times. He did knock him out. Give him his credit. Devin Haney is going to be probably as hard to hurt as that guy, but that guy's way easier to hit than Devin Haney. Kind of. We can see how easy Devin Haney can be to hit here if you can keep up with Devin Haney's speed, right? Because let's give him a little bit of credit. Bop bop. That's incredibly fast into a roll under the line, but clip clip clip, right? And again, what's really effective on Devin Haney? Right hand, left hook, right? And that was right, left too. That was a lot. Now again, just moving around, jumps on his line. What does Haney do when you jump on his line? Well, he pulls his head straight back to pull straight back away from that jab, gets smacked by a hook. You can see his head whip. What does he do? Rolls under the line, right? Ducks below the waist, comes up again with his hands down, immediately pokes at Linares to get a point back. Again, a very, very, very important pattern from him. Control space into the hook. Boom, boom, right? Again, combinations are also Devin Haney's nightmare. Now watch this. Pendulum here. What does he do? Gets smacked by another left hook. Again, he's moving right into this hook. There's nothing he can really do. The ring is getting cut off. If he can't grab you and he can't duck below the waist and he ABC, if he's not going to get away with doing his fake moves and getting close to you because you're fast and you hit hard, when he circles, if you can get him penduluming and keep him moving, you're able to hit him because he doesn't often have people to challenge him here in these positions or people who are fast and hit hard, Okay. Now, this is really, really, really important. Again, toward the end of the fight, Devin Haney is clinching, pushes him off here. What's Devin Haney want to do? Immediately after that clinch, gets hit with a shot. Ow, ow, gets hit with a shot trying to get on the inside. And again, these shots on the inside, these are really important. Lead hook. Boom, smacked him. Lead hook. Smacked him. He's trying to do that fake shit. Tries to wrap his arms around his body. His head is ducking below the waist. There's a foul being committed with his head below the waist. There's a foul being committed with his arm around his waist. You're not allowed to grab and hold a guy. Okay? But we just got out of a clinch. He just got hit. Now we're here. Okay? Bounces off the line here. Immediately slips to the front foot. Rolls under the line. Grabs him again. And in 10 seconds, we have 3 clinches. Now, man, that's only 3 clinches in the whole round. Whatever. It's 3 clinches in a row. They just got broken up. It's time to warn him. Right? Does nobody agree? Didn't we just go through this? Right? And again, he's trying to get 30 seconds to recover. Right? And this is one of those things where, man, are you going to get dog walked, Ryan? Because you're not very good at going forward, and then you're going to whip into some shots, and then Devin Haney's going to try to explode and hit you, and he's going to hit you, and you're going to hit him, and then he's going to get hurt, and then he's going to hold, and then he's going to dog walk you, and he's going to hit you with a shot and maybe not get hit with a counter, and then maybe you'll hurt him once every round, but he's going to dog walk you and hit you like 3 or 4 times, per minute, and then you lose the fight because he can hold you and he can, you know. But again, this stuff is just very, very, very important. Boom, boom, 2, leaping hook. And then again, is this boxing, guys? Look at this. Bow, bow, bow. Ducks below the waist, grabs. Is this what you guys came here to see? Is this what you wanted? This is not boxing either. Okay? You have one guy who's so fast he just jumps on the line, 1, 2, 3, and then ducks below the waist and grabs you. That's not boxing, right? And again, this is one of Devin Haney's primary sources of defense, right? Oh, I'm so fast I can just throw punches at you. You have to block them, or otherwise I'm going to hit you because I kind of hit hard because I'm a big, strong dude. And then I'm going to grab you and hold you. Smacks him with the left hook, ducks below the waist. Now, here's one of those things. If he ducks below the waist and you post on him and you hold his head down here, if Ryan Garcia can do this to Devin Haney early in the fight, this is one of those things that will be very, very, very effective at preventing Devin Haney from trying to grab you and prevent him from trying to hold you. Now, if you also punch him in the body at the same time, you'll get warned by the ref. But here's the thing, you're holding his head down, you're going to get warned anyway. Take the warning, right? It's going to be one warning for one or the other, right? But if the guy's going to duck below the waist, and then he's going to hold you and he's going to cheat, right? There's got to be ways that you can stop that, right? And if you're going to hold his head in a position that his head shouldn't be in and you didn't put his head there, it's not your goddamn fault. Now, all that to say, from these preliminary film studies, right? And again, we're going to watch more on Patreon tomorrow. We're going to be watching, whatever comes after Fonseca for Ryan Garcia, and then whatever comes after Linares. I think, is that one of Southpaw for Haney? Does he fight Loma next? No. He fights Kambosos twice. Holy crap, that's terrible. We'll probably just watch Kambosos too. I don't want to watch him fight Kambosos twice. I don't ever want to watch Kambosos fight again. Holy crap. Loma versus Kambosos, skipping it. Actually, before I say that, I will see what's going on that weekend because it's not like anybody's doing anything else, but that fight shouldn't be happening. We, as boxing fans, should not be being subjected to having to watch that fight. Number one, Loma won his fight against Haney. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but Loma won, beat his ass, should be the champion. Okay, should be fighting real dudes, right? And didn't Cambosis just lose his last fight against that guy, Sandor Martin or whoever it was? I don't know who the guy's name was, but that guy beat Cambosis. Cambosis had a terrible showing, shouldn't have been given the victory, if I'm remembering correctly. Shouldn't be given the fight against Lomachenko, doesn't deserve it, but he's a company man, just like Teofimo Lopez keeps talking about, right? Teofimo Lopez, I'll say he's lucky he got the razor thin decision that he deserved against Jermaine Ortiz for how little of a company man he wants to be, right? But anyway, I digress. Haney's tricky. Haney's hard to find, but the holes are there, and there's a confidence that can be built by just thinking eventually you're going to get through those holes because he's not invincible. And the question is can Ryan Garcia drag Devin Haney to him and make him fight? Can he make him be the one that's offensive because his offense on average is so bad, but his ability to create space and drag you around, even though Devin Haney's not really a counterpuncher, right? So even going second might still be very difficult for him. Man, this is a tough fight. This is a tough fight. I just don't see a lot of avenues of success for Devin Haney unless he knocks Ryan out, right? And again, a lot's being made about Ryan being a quitter or whatever. Dude took a hard shot from Tank Davis to the face, got dropped, got up, and said, "Nah, I'm coming. I'm coming, bro," and kept coming. Okay. I don't think that number one, Devin Haney hits harder than Tank Davis. I don't think Devin Haney is as fast and sharp as Tank Davis. I don't think Devin Haney is as precise as Tank Davis. All of those things tell me that Tank Davis hits harder than Ryan, or hits harder than Devin Haney, just from every angle. And even if Devin Haney can hurt Ryan, I don't know if he can follow up because he did not follow up at all against Ryan Garcia or against Regis Prograis, and he hurt him like at least 3 times. Dropped him once, right? And another thing, Ryan Garcia is always dangerous. He's always fast, even if he's hurt. So, um, anyway, I think that's all the clips. Might just have training clips left. Um, but hold his head down. Don't let him come up. Don't let him grab you. We got one more clip here. Control, uppercut, rolls under the line, hold. Right? Still gets hit here. And then, maybe we have even one more clip. No. Nope. All right. Again, if that's how you protect your punches, that's not boxing. That's just not what people are looking. Not only it's against the rules, right? But that's not what anybody wants to watch. Okay? So, anyway, um if you guys like the film study, check out the full fight film studies on Patreon. Again, all the full fights. So we talk about all the strategy, all the theory, and all the fun stuff. And then we're going to be watching again even more of Ryan and Haney's fightography, going over talking about the philosophy of the fights and all that fun stuff. Um, and yeah, and if you guys want private coaching, if you guys want to get better at boxing, you guys want to know what you're doing wrong, okay? Training with me and sending in your videos and letting me critique you. It's not one of those things where you're like, you go to the gym and you're like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't know. Every single time you send in a video for me to critique, I will make you better. I will teach you how to get better. I will teach you. Okay. Every single time. And I have guys who send in videos every day. Okay. And they want to get better every day. Um, and it's a process, but I can help you become the fighter you want to be. I can help you grow. I can help you learn and understand the things that you're missing. Okay. So check it out. It's $50 a month, $50 to sign up. Um, and if you want to check out the Patreon stuff, it comes with a 7-day free trial. So check it out. However quickly you can run through the hour-long videos and film studies per day, you know, go for it. Have fun. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to be honest, man, most of you guys don't know shit about fighting, so don't leave any comments later.